Hey, release 7 of 12 in my 2026 annual Do Something Every Month that moves the needle, even if for myself. This is another AI agent, for those who don't want to see that. Too bad, but next month will be a physical challenge that I had. And this one is another AI agent, but this is one I've been working on for over a decade, before AI was even popular. And I didn't have AI, so I abandoned it several times. This is called You2Me2. Look for the link below, as also in novotos.com. This video here is just a short description. In my YouTube will be this video with a extension on the end of it on a little bit about the internal workings of the actual app. This app is for couples. You take a series of quizzes that have been put together by me as well through a lot of research over the years on tests like Myers-Briggs, things like that. Instead of taking tests like that that are really focused on one or two things, these actually take and look at a lot of different areas of your life. We triangulate within the agent, within the app, through all of these quizzes to really find and identify a person and how they function. Then you're able to communicate with the agent about your spouse, about yourself. You're able to look at reports and download those reports that are in quite a bit of detail or summary, and they're really good at nailing people for who they really are and not really the facades or even who they think they are, who your spouse thinks you are. So this is really a great way for couples to be able to get to know each other better on a way that maybe they're not even able to communicate verbally or even written in any form or fashion. So this has been the idea all along, was for couples to know themselves better and then be able to communicate in a loving and very vulnerable way without necessarily knowing how to say those words. This app is under constant development at this point. I am not releasing it to the public, but I am looking for beta testers for couples who might be interested in going through it. I am going to a marriage retreat very soon, and I'm looking for some more options and ideas that I already have and see if maybe it develops even in a further way. That's another reason I'm not releasing it to the public, like just so you can all use it. But if you are interested, check out novotos.com and let us know if you are interested in maybe testing it with us. And there are quite a bit of quizzing, but there are summary quizzes that even in their short question form really get to know you in a lot better way. So again, this is the July release of 2026. I'm over halfway done. Look forward to next month, and we will continue to develop things. Forward forever. Stay driven. All right, so here's the inside of the app, You2Me2 on You2Me2.com. This is after you have signed in or created your account. You come to a place where you can ask a coach anything, which is the AI agent. And then here are the tests or quizzes that you've taken as a individual. And you can then select one for your spouse and see their taking of the quizzes, or you can see both and see if there's any combined reports, which in this case there are none because the other instance of the person hasn't taken any. Here is the coach itself. Once you've taken the quizzes, you can talk about yourself, or you can ask about your spouse, or you can ask about each other. Here is where you actually take the quizzes. Each individual person would start with themselves, and then they can start the quiz. Some of them are rather lengthy, 125 questions. Some are only 3 questions. Some are very intimate in nature, and they say that. So there's just things that you want to look out for to get to know yourself. You can turn off the ones that are intimate in nature, but I recommend doing them all so that you have a good idea of what works for you. But they are, if you are easily offended, not something you're probably going to want to look at. Over here are the reports themselves, the individual reports. There are none here because we are under over the wife, and here under both there are none, but under the individual there are a lot. So this is just for the demonstration purposes. You can look at the progress of how many need to be done, who needs to take what, and then as a couple, it just shows insights into who has taken them and who has not, and how they signed up, and then the privacy controls each individual has so that they can share or not share with each other. So basically, you take a quiz, and then after you take the quiz, you can look at it, you can get a report of it, and you can get a report on yourself, or you can get a report as a couple. And these reports are extensive. The more extensive you allow the quizzes to be, and then the coach itself helps you kind of work through getting to know that spouse. And then really the best part is how it allows for room for the two of you to have strategies to work together to solve problems. Forthcoming in the app as I continue to develop it, as well as the construction app and the health app, I have a lot of ideas for this app to add to, where it's more based on things that you can do daily, or it will help you and your spouse do daily. So there you go. That is the
You2Me2 app, a general idea of how it works and how it functions. The power of it is you giving it information about yourself, which is completely private on our database and can be easily deleted. And then you come into here, and the two of you either together or individually get to know each other even as a better than you did before. Even if you've been married for 40 years or 4 days, this really helps you get to know your spouse and what they like and don't like, and does it in a way that is Christ centered, and you're able to hopefully build a better relationship.